Ultium platform can build anything from a super truck like this to a small crossover, and that's going to allow us to ramp EVs so quickly.
Hey guys.
So this is our first stop. I think they'd like to have us on this
Want me
side.
on this side?
Yes?
Yes.
All right.
Hello.
Hey man, how are you?
Hello.
Better for being here.
No.
You go next one.
Better
nope.
for being here.
Oh, dear.
Good. Sorry.
So first, welcome to Factory Zero, and also congratulations on the bipartisan infrastructure framework bill that you signed into law on Monday. That is so important for EVs and accelerating our future. And so this is part of the team from Factory Zero. This is our Plant Executive Director, Jim Quick, and he's going to introduce you to our team.
Mr. President, welcome to Factory Zero. I'd like to introduce you to some of my General Assembly team, Jeff Reschke.
Hey Jeff.
Shantia Brown.
Shantia.
Hayward Miller.
Hayward, how you doing, pal?
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President.
Welcome to the General Assembly trim area. Hayward's going to hook up a trim electrical tester for you. We're going to talk a little bit about what we do right here. And while he's doing that, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the plant. So as you know, this plant was built in 1985. We made the bold decision to transform it to all electric not too long ago. We brought this plant up to the state right now where we're in pre-production and be shipping units to customers by the end of the year. We were able to do that with immense speed, faster than anyone's able to do in the industry, because a lot of this tooling that you see here, Mr. President, the white steel, the orange tooling's built right here in Michigan, assembled, we ran it off with our trucks, and then tore it back down and put it back in place
Is that
here.
right?
We did. And we saved about a year, Mr. President. A year.
I believe you, man.
All built right here in Michigan. So, Shantia, you want to talk to Mr. President Biden about what Hayward's doing right now?
You can call me Joe, Shantia. It's okay.
Okay, Joe. So right now, because the vehicle doesn't have any type of power source, we use this trim tester to actually supply power to the unit, as well as use some other connectors so we can complete this data communications link so the modules can talk to each other as well as talk to the vehicle. So looks like Hayward's walking around. We'll go ahead and get this started, and it allows us to do part number checks, check continuity, as well as verify if we have any diagnostic trouble codes at this point in the process.
So we have a 12-volt system, as you know, electric vehicle. And we've also got the high voltage system, which is up to 400 volts. This state right now, we're checking the 12-volt integrity of the system, and it's key to our built-in quality culture that we have at General Motors. Jeff, do you want to talk about what built-in quality means to this station?
Yeah, sure. So built-in quality refers to building it right the first time and making sure that we don't ship any defects out of station, out of the plant, or to a customer.
That's right.
We do that by testing everything that we make before it leaves, including what you see before you today. So this is the last job before it leaves our trim shop here in Mod 1, and we're verifying that every connection we made back to the previous jobs are done right, and we check that by checking continuity with the electrical test.
23 modules, about 66% of the electrical architecture. One of the other reasons why we went so fast, Hayward, do you want to talk a little bit about Vinzendo and some of the training that you've had?
Well, I haven't had much with the Vinzendo, but a lot of my training came from the plant. And a lot of times we were at PPO where we learned all the different connections and how to set up the job so that it was user-friendly for the operator. So that when the operator come to the job, they would have all the elements necessary to complete the job in a successful takt time.
Oh, it's outstanding. And, you know, we've got a seasoned, 2-3 generation workforce here, President Biden, and we just couldn't be more thankful for the hard work and what they're putting in here to
I
make
get
this
it.
successful.
I'm an automobile guy. We used to have the second largest GM plant in America.
In Delaware,
In Delaware. And we had literally, when I got elected in 1972 as a young senator, we had 30,000 UAW members. We had Chrysler, General Motors, Mopar, Autolite, and truckers. And in total, we had almost 10% of our state was UAW workers, small state. We don't have any of it now, but then my dad ran the largest automobile facility in the state of Delaware. And so I was raised, I'd go up to Mannheim Auto Auction to help them fill up their used car lot every Friday. And at Delaware University, you couldn't have a car, but I could get 8 guys. I got paid $10 a car to get back to the shop, and I'd give them 5, and I'd take down. That's how I got to see my wife I fell in love with up in Syracuse, New York every weekend. And, so I spent a lot of time with UAW, first outfit to ever endorse me, and first outfit that I've worked with. Oh man, I know, it's cool.
All right. We're headed just up on the right here to another, and this is where you're actually going to get to see the Ultium, a big part of the Ultium platform, the battery coming into the vehicle.
They are big. I just went down to the bus factory in North Carolina.
Yes?
The battery in that sucker.
Oh, you'll get to see it right here. So we're going to move right over here. I think they've got some. So once again,
I'm on
we
the
have
blue
some-
marker, huh?
Yeah, the blue, and I
got to take
I'm
orders.
Here, you're here. Oh, okay. Okay. So again, Jim Quick is here, and he's going to introduce you to this team.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce you to some of the chassis team members now, if you don't
Okay.
mind. Jeff Alexander, Kyron Martin, Mimi Edwards, Todd Stovall.
All right, man.
So in this station, Mr. President, we do what we deck the RES. RES is the acronym we use for Rechargeable Energy Storage System. It's our battery. You can see it's quite big. It's actually 2 times the size of the battery that you just looked at in the Bolt. If you don't mind, Mimi and Todd are going to show you how we do that, and then we can talk a little bit about the process and the vehicle itself.
So I'm going to transfer the battery from this station to underneath the vehicle.
So, Mr. President, one of the attributes I wanted to point out to this plane as well, I talked about how fast we were going and what we can do when we do tool builds in strategic suppliers and tool shops, and then tear that down and bring it here. The other thing I wanted to mention is that the technology that we put in the plan is immense. If you can see up here the white pucks hanging from the ceiling, well, in a traditional assembly plan, as you know, you'll see cables and wires and cords and everything. Everything in this plane is wireless. And that keeps the tools in the footprint and makes sure that we build quality in station. Right now, they're decking the res up. There's about 7 bolts per side, and then 4 per side in the top down, which is why we didn't have the seats in back there.
How much does that battery weigh?
3,000 pounds. 3,000 pounds. Total weight of the vehicle is 9,000 pounds. And again, I don't mean to talk about your Corvette, but we're 3 times the weight of your Corvette.
Oh, I know.
And twice as fast.
I got it. I know. Isn't that incredible? I tell you what, if I'd been asleep for the last 50 years and I came one of these things pulled up ahead, I'd have gone title for title.
This will make the hair
I really would have been in trouble.
Yeah, it makes the hair in the back of your neck stand up for sure. It's exciting.
And that's the piece that's important about the membership, about the kill the stabbing all movement.
Yep. And our,
being replaced.
right. Well, either depending on what the issue is, you'll either replace certain cells. And the other thing is, our battery controls technology is smart. So say, something happens during an accident, or a portion, we can actually put the latest chemistry in, and the battery control system will know what the cell is, that it's the latest technology.
Piece is going to be so important to be able to advance that, and then the battery.
It will, but very powerful. In fact, the battery is really
total.
kind of a structure.
That's going to be key for membership.
And it really provides a stability that you just don't even feel in cars today.
But that becomes the new powertrain.
The weight keeps you down.
So the speed doesn't impact it.
Exactly.
So all electric tools, Mr. President.
But anytime we build
torque tracking,
a number of
so we
safety
make sure that we
standards,
build quality in
also
station,
make
we keep
sure
records of everything that happens in the station from a torque standpoint. You can see that
the
ergonomics and
person in the
safety is
vehicle,
at the
the whole,
forefront with the tool design. And Mimi can
that
share
they're
some
in,
of
try to
her
make sure that
experiences
things
with what we've done with
don't
ergonomics
infringe.
as well.
We really try to protect that.
So the way that our system works is that as soon as we finish and complete the cycle, the operators then, our team members step away, and then the vehicle then advances to the next station and have the next set of work.
Most coveted job you could get, summer job when you're in law school, in college.
Yes.
They'd run a third shift, and they'd hire temporary workers. I could never get hired. But it paid a lot of money.
Yeah, very.
It paid a lot of money when you're a kid.
A lot of people through school.
Pretty impressive.
Good. Thank you.
Do some quality.
Really fast, Jack. You guys are watching. That's how you do it, Joe.
Anybody want to jump in the back? On the roof?
You look good, Mr. President.
This sucker is something else.
What do you think?
By the way, did you see what we're doing there?
Yeah, the crab walk.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
Unbelievable.
Look at that.
Mary, is he a pretty good driver?
He's a very good driver.
It's incredible. And the steering radius of this.
That was
Like,
How fast did you go?
it's incredible.
What'd you get up to?
I don't know. I didn't look.
You had to look ahead. There's not a lot of track here.
I tell you what, this thing is down at, this is 3 times as heavy as my Corvette, 3 times as fast.
Yeah,
Oh wow. This is incredible.
that's great.
I think it'll be fun. Great.
I'm honored to have you in here.
By the way, the Secret Service draws straws.
He won, right?
Sure, yeah. Shot with all of our
All right.
phone away. Take your mask off. Oh, come on, Secretary.
I'm jumping on this picture. I'm taking around. Mask off.
Wait, Mary's got to be in the shot.
Yeah, Mary, where
Hold
are
on.
you?
Come on, get in here.
Mr. President, where are you? Get over here.
I'd like to join you, Mr.
Yes.
President.
Oh, you got it. Hold on.
Hold on, wait, get ready. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. Okay. It's going to take Ray just a minute. We got to get take us down. There we go.
Wherever anybody tells me to go.
Yep. Ray's going to be here. Here he comes.
Separate.
Great, thank you. Oh, good. We got Ray.
I'm ready too, yeah.
Come on. All right. Come on over.
Yeah, you're in the category. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
All right, we'll get out of your way.
We're going to have to. Yes, here.
Follow you?
The vehicle. Yeah. Yes.